antlers, assumptions, and artillery. Horrible crick in the neck, can barely concentrate on anything as it keeps bugging me. Sorry. Well, someone looks like she just had the night of her life. Does he have some kind of trick he uses when he's tired to finish a girl off quick and easy? Vera asks Irma as she walks in. The felly customer's ears outright rotate to catch as much gossip as possible. Oh no, nothing like that, Irma says as she heads to her computer. But a full night of closeness and cuddles? Our big boy has a gooey, cuddly center under it all. Really? He's strong on the level that I expect he could literally catch an air car and probably throw it back harder than it can fly. Maybe. You wouldn't think a big guy like that would be so sweet, Vera says happily. Wait, what's going on? Your sister wives? Sorta. We're getting serious. We let Irma, the money and numbers girl of our lovely boutique, get a bit of a head start when she started really connecting when he was being all soft and sweet, Salas says, and the felly lets out a bit of a purr. So you girls are going to be sisters then? The customer asks. That's right, Miss Longstride. I'm going to take the next big swing at it, get close to the human that's both silly strong and somehow soft and sweet. Oh, that sounds heavenly. What's the secret to the undaunted men? No one's saying anything about them, just that it surprised them. The surprise is how easy it is. They come from a part of the galaxy where everything is backwards and wrong. Of course, they'll tell you that it's the galaxy that's crazy, Vera says happily. Right. Okay, but there is something else. Miss Longstride begins as her gaze is on Irma. What is it? I don't think I've ever seen what Miss Irma over there is before. She has 4 arms and long ears, but rabbis don't have fur, do they? She asks, and Irma perks up before laughing. Oh, that. Right, that's easy. Our first contact was the Trets. They brought us into the galaxy early on and, well, there was a massive fashion for looking like them, and it kept up for so long it became a completely stable demographic, one that grew to be just as big as the other rabbis. With that silly move, we downright doubled the different rabbis' races. We used to go by whether we had perky or lop ears, by fur color and how it matches with hair color. But then when that happened, we had the furless and furred. Irma explains before letting out a laugh. It's one of the first lessons we learn as rabbis, to not take first impressions too seriously, otherwise it can shift a whole species, which my mother said feels much more on the nose to the furless. Wait, your mother is the other type? Yep, we tried breeding the furless back into the normal rabbis, but the traits are neither dominant or recessive. They just show back up again. Families will favor one type or the other, but the only time there's a clean sweep is if someone's been gene editing or, worse, mine favors furred. My mother, though, is furless, and while I have 30 full-blood sisters, 6 of them are furless like Mom. Irma finishes her explanation as she goes over things. Wait a minute. Salas, get over here. But I'm only halfway through the tail lather, Salas protests. When you're done, get over here, Irma says. What's wrong? Salas asks, and Irma just beckons with a finger. Am I in trouble? I just need to know if this order is as urgent as you tagged. This product goes on sale every now and then, and if it's not as urgent, then we can wait and save a good amount of credits, Irma says. Oh, the Huriga extract? Yes. We're just below the level I like to top it off at. If we get a big rush of customers, it won't be enough. But if we have a normal week, it will last the week. Okay, I'll set things up so we can rush orders just in case. But I'll look for a deal then, Irma says. Huriga extract. Aren't you using that now? Miss Longstride asks. I am. It's part of our lather process. It strengthens the roots of your fur and helps the sheen while also not having much of a scent of its own. Even races with really strong noses like the Volper describe it more like olfactory white noise, which means that if you have some perfume over top, it's out of the way and lets you really stand out with shining fur and a lovely smell. Salas gushes. Really? Miss Longstride asks, and Salas picks up the bottle she's using and opens it before holding it close to her nose. She takes a sniff and smirks a bit. Almost nothing there. Exactly, it's out of the way, but makes your fur a feast for the eyes and the touch, Salas says cheerfully. I use it myself. It makes it feel so good to have my man run his fingers through the tail fur. You melt no matter where he runs his hands, Lils teases, and Miss Longstride laughs at the pout on Salas's face. So, humans are easy. Miss Longstride asks after her tail gets rinsed out, and Lil starts delicately brushing it. Sort of. The funny bit is that they think you're being easy, Salas says before smirking. If everyone's trying to get the other side, then they either circle around each other like idiots or they run right into each other. We've been running into each other, Lil says with a laugh. Yep, big guys are ready for fun, and then, if you get them when they're off guard, gooey and soft. Oh, Irma says happily. What did you get up to last night? Vera demands again. Nothing. Heck, all the clothes stayed on. It was just so close and sweet. Just opening up and being with him. Being open. Irma sighs. Yep. That's the sigh of the smitten. Girl has it bad, Miss Longstride notes with great amusement. Well, pardon me for having some romance in my soul. Irma huffs and Longstride laughs even as the cleaning and lathering then moves to her rear and upper legs. All right, so if you girls are all cozying up to your man and Miss Rabbis there has had her turn, who's next? Oh, we're still deciding that. We've got the full go-ahead from the first wife, but she's more than just the wife. Oh no, don't tell me. The rumors are true, and humans are trying to be the best friend, soulmate, and Mr. Romance with everyone and run out of time. Not quite. Let's just say he has some legal duties that keeps him very close to her all hours of the day. So one-on-one time is hard to get at the best of time. Salas says even as Lil stands up and brings over a small sampler of different cloths for Longstride to take a look at. Right, well that's a bit of a mess if you're trying to make some solo moves without another girl watching. But if she's willing to play ball, she is, Irma says, then she's just some backup. So that leaves only one big question. Longstride muses. Who's making the next move? We just said we haven't decided. Oh, but you should have some way of deciding, right? Whoever has the first plan, the best plan. This or that other thing, Longstride asks. Nope, Salas answers. Oh, fine. Be that way. Longstride mutters before the sampler gets a bit of a shake, and she runs a finger over all the cloths before pointing to one. The colors are perfect, but this one feels the best. Very nice. It's an easy cloth to work with, too, so this'll be a breeze. Lils answers. Perfect, Longstride says before Salas' movements suddenly untangle a knot in her thigh and she sighs. I'd forgotten that leg was kind of locked up. You could sell this as a massage. I'm in the industry of making a girl gorgeous. Comfortable with it is a happy accident, Salas says. I'm actually the masseuse and personal trainer. When Salas is done with you and as Lils is working on your outfit, I'll show you how to glide and take all the attention your man has to give and keep it, Vera says, and Miss Longstride starts outright purring. A couple of hours later, and a transformed Longstride sways out of the boutique as her picture is placed in the window to show Zalwar her transformation from stressed-out student to sultry queen. That girl is going to tie someone down and they're going to love every second of it, Irma says as she leaves and they close the door behind her. The instant it's shut, she turns to the other. Okay, Spill, there's no way in hell you haven't made plans. Give me the details so I can help you girls. Come on. We all decided that we needed to find our own ways in. You got lucky and the timing was perfect. But his friends are professional spies and disguise masters. There's no way some skills haven't rubbed off. We have to do this the hard way. Vera says, which can be the fun way. Lils adds, we need to connect deep. It's something he clearly answers to when it's honest and not something planned out. It is. Still, we all have time to figure it out. He's not going anywhere, and we can just wait until everyone hooks in nice and deep, Irma says. But what if we don't? Salas wonders. Relax, Salas. You will, Irma says. I hope so. It'll feel weird to be doing booty calls when you girls are having a romance if it comes to that. Salas says as she thinks, then smiles to herself. Still, think we'll need to do things in his style? Humans have their own marital traditions, you know. Yes, designed for one man and one woman normally. Not sure how they'll respond to a 4 or 5 on one man ceremony, Irma remarks. I've looked into that. Who here thinks a white flowing gown with lace is something for us? Lils asks. What kind of white are we talking? Pure shining white, shimmering and resplendent? A sign of purity, Lils says, and Irma huffs in amusement. By those standards, I think we've already failed a little. The purity is also virginity, and none of us have that. Irma remarks before thinking, although I think we could pull white off. Granted, half the trick to pulling an outfit is how you wear it, not what you're wearing. Lies and blasphemy! The dress makes the girl, Lils protests. Oh, please, you can't shove a dress on a rock and call it a girl. You can't make a slob dry with the right dress or anything into what it's not, Irma says. Oh, yes, I can, Lils announces, and Irma scoffs. Are we really doing this old bit of... Solace begins to ask, and Vera's tail waves into her face. She bats it away and gives the other Lirac a bit of a glare. At Vera's gesture, Solace gets fully out of the way between Irma and Lils as they resume their old argument about where beauty comes from, how it's presented, and how best to get it. Irma insisting it's what you are, and Lils going on that it's something you create are the old points rehashed endlessly. So what's your plan? Vera whispers to Solace. Easy enough. I've had some trouble with worms in the past. He likes taking care of people, so he can take care of me as I get over it a bit more. If it doesn't make us closer, it'll at least make some movement happen. Solace answers, you? Long periods of cuddling and letting any little topic be fully explored no matter how silly. Kinda old school, I know, but there's a lot that's said in silence. Vera replies, and Solace nods. It's old school for a reason. It works. Solace says as Irma's old point of no amount of makeup, making an animal look anything other than silly, comes up again. Yeah, we're on the cutting edge of fashion, but that edge has an entire continent worth of material behind it. Same thing with all things. The past is the foundation. Pay attention. Vera says as Lil's point of flowers once again seems to completely disarm Irma.